Hello beautiful souls, welcome to ALM Coaching. I'm Shule Ala, a manifestation and mindset coach, helping women just like you step into your own power, heal from past wounds and create the life and love you deserve. Today we are going to talk about something very personal and transformative. How to silence your inner critic. That inner voice tells you you're not good enough. You cannot do it, you cannot succeed, you cannot be loved, you cannot love, or you're doing it wrong. If this sounds familiar to you, go get yourself coffee, because we are going to silence that voice and we are going to rebuild, rewire your brain so your inner critic is kinda warmer, more caring and supportive for you to succeed in life. This video might just shift something inside you, something that you've been missing for years. Go get that coffee and join me here again. So first question, what's inner critic? The inner critic, that's the voice that tells you you're not good enough. When you start something, it says you cannot do it, why try? I'm too thick, I'm too dumb, I am not beautiful enough, I am not caring enough, I am not smart enough. All that voice is not your truth, is not you. It's the critic that you learn to listen when you were very young. It could be your parents, your carers, whoever raised you, especially until the age of 7, and you believe them. Even if it was negative, usually if it was negative, you believed them and you thought it was your truth, but it definitely is not your truth. It's a collection of past judgments and expectations, and is often planted into us when we were very young. Sometimes it sounds like a parent, teacher, another authority figure or society, but it's not your soul. And it's definitely not your truth. Why is it so important to quiet that voice? When we live under that critic voice, we dim our light. We second guess ourselves. We play small. We stop creating, expressing and loving fully, and definitely not enjoying life fully. And this affects not just how we feel, but how we manifest, how we heal, and how we connect with ourselves, and how we connect with others. And also the sad part is it stops us loving ourselves, because if we weren't good enough for our mom, we are not good enough for ourselves. That's why it's very important to change that voice. I want to share a deeply personal story from my own journey, one that changed everything for me. And I'm gonna call this section Story Time. And the name of the story is Your Inner Voice Truly Yours? I realized this most clearly in one of the art classes that I took years ago. And one day I was painting, I'm going to show you in a minute. I was painting these tulips, and my teacher came to me and she looked at my painting and she said, "Oh, it's so beautiful, you are progressing really, really well." And what did I do? I started criticizing. I said, "Oh, I couldn't do this leaf, or I couldn't do the shading, or I couldn't do whatever." And she looked at me, she said, "You remind me of another student that I have in another class. Whenever I compliment to her, and she is getting really good at what she is doing, she always belittle herself." And later we realized her inner voice is actually her mother's. And she said, "Was your mother like that too?" And in that moment, everything clicked. My voice was definitely my mom's voice. Memories flooded back, and my mom saying, "Why not A when I got B?" or "Why not A star when I got A?" Not even congratulating me when I went to one of the top universities in Turkey, Oxford, Cambridge equivalent universities in Turkey, and she said, "I didn't know that department existed until you got into it." And that's what I got for getting into that university basically from my mom. No matter what I did, it felt like it wasn't good enough. It was never good enough. She always wanted a little bit more. And the thing is, her bar always went up. So it wasn't designed for us to reach, me and my sister. It was always going up. We could to skywalk. My mom's bar was limitless, so we could never reach it. But the sad truth is, without realizing, that became my inner voice. I was never good enough for myself. Whatever I did, whatever I achieved, I graduated for that university, I wasn't good enough in my eyes because I didn't get highest grades that I could have got. But here's the good news. You can change that inner voice. I know I did. It took time. It took commitment. I'm not gonna lie. Every day in front of the mirror, I had to say, I love you. You're enough just the way you are. You're valuable. You got this. At first, as soon as I said you are enough, in my head, my inner voice was opposing. No, you're not. When I said you're successful, you got this. No, you don't. It was very sarcastic, and it was constantly opposite of what I was saying. But in time, it quieted down because I did not listen to it. I was looking deeply in my eyes and I was saying, you are enough. You are valuable. You are beautiful. You got this. Eventually, that harsh voice softened. Now, when I make a mistake, I don't hear shame. I hear kindness. I hear, it's okay, you got this. And that's the voice I want for you too. Now I'm going to give you 3 tools to gently change your inner voice. Number 1, name your critic. Naming it helps you to detach. It's not you, it's the voice you absorbed. Maybe call it Judgy Judy or Perfectionist Pam. I do apologize if your name is Judy or Pam, by the way. Number 2, reframe your thoughts. When it says you're failing, your response should be, I'm learning, I'm growing. This is good enough for now. I'm more than enough. I can do this. And number 3, use EFT technique. I don't know if you know EFT. I'm sure many of you heard it, but it's a tapping technique. And it's supposed to help you to rewire your thought patterns, rewire your brain. I am going to do another video showing you how to use that EFT for this, rewiring your brain to change your inner voice. I didn't want this EFT session to be trapped in the middle of this video because you need to be doing it more than once. You need to be doing often until you get some results. So tune into, I'm going to link it at the end of this video as well as in the description box, but it will definitely help you. First of all, you are going to acknowledge that you have a critical voice, and then you are going to accept it, and you are going to question it if it's yours or not, and then you are going to rewire it. And there are pressure points that you need to be tapping in order to release those thought patterns. Okay, so stay tuned. I definitely recommend you following those steps that I will be sharing in that video. Another thing that I've done, mirror work and affirmations. So I already told you what I've done in front of the mirror when I was applying my makeup every single morning. You can do it from inside if you have family around, or you can do it out loud. I was doing it out loud. So as you are putting your makeup, you will say, I love you, you're doing your best, you are more than enough, you can do this, you're gonna have a great day. Actually, now that I'm thinking, maybe you will benefit from a morning affirmation video as well. So I'm gonna give that to you as well. So it is going to be the end of the video as well. So I'm going to link that to EFT and morning affirmation. So EFT and morning affirmations, with or without my video, I recommend you to do it for 21 days. Better still, do it for 3 months for complete change of your inner voice. Before we finish, I would like to invite you to reflect. Some journaling, put some slow music on maybe, and maybe light a candle. Get a pen and paper, doesn't have to be a journaling book, and write answers to these prompts that I'm going to leave in the description box. Is your inner voice kind and supportive, or harsh and critical? Whose words your inner voice remind you of? What new words you can introduce to your inner dialogue today? I want you to write all of them, and I want you to see your patterns. And your healing journey begins first with your awareness. So before you do anything, I want you to sit down and do this exercise. Before you go, this was the painting that I was criticizing myself harshly. I still couldn't finish this painting the way I wanted, because every time in those days, every time I sat down to complete it, I couldn't stop, I couldn't silence my inner critic. Then I decided not to do any still life painting, and I started my abstract art journey, simply because I thought I could not paint. It's a shame, I know. That's why I want to help you. Learning how to quiet your critical inner voice is a powerful first step toward creating with more freedom and self-compassion. If you would love to explore this more in a supportive, creative space, I would like to invite you to join me for a free online workshop, The Art of Finding Joy. We'll slow down together through journaling, meditation, and abstract painting. Guided, of course, no art experience needed. It's happening live on Zoom, May the 26th at 7 p.m. UK time. Just bring yourself an open heart. Click the link in the description box below to save your free spot. I would truly love to have you there. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you can see all the other videos that I will be uploading soon to help you with your journey to success. Share it with someone also who might need it. And I'm gonna leave you with EFT video as well as morning affirmations. And I will see you there. Until then, bye bye.